Hello and welcome. My name is Ray Upchurch, and today on Trey Heart we're going to answer some questions about low salt diet and about exercise. Stick around. So some of the most common questions that are asked to me is, well, if I'm not on a low salt diet, how much salt am I supposed to take? Well, just so you know, the average American will have between 3,000 to 6,000 milligrams of salt every day. Now, the American Heart Association suggests that that should be reduced to about 2,300 milligrams every day. So what you should be having every day is about 2,300 milligrams. Now, this is in relation to healthy people that don't have conditions such as hypertension and other conditions that might restrict their salt. So what is a low salt diet and what is a no added salt diet? Now, sometimes healthcare practitioners will use the two interchangeably, not necessarily meaning to, but sometimes they will. But they are not interchangeable. Now, a no added salt diet is basically this, is that when your food comes to your table, that you don't add any salt to it. And basically as well, that when you're making a recipe, if it calls for salt, that you will use half the amount of salt that is asked for. So that is the basics of a no salt diet. Obviously there's a no added salt diet. Obviously there's some more to it than that. You know, some of the things that you should avoid, like some of the things that you should avoid in it, or not avoid, but you should omit, is high sodium foods. Basically foods that have a lot of salt in it that makes it harder for you to get that, such as, breads, pretzels, or basically anything with more than 200 milligrams per serving. So, what you do is you look at the back of the box and see how many milligrams per serving it has, and then that's what you do to reduce it. Now, a no added salt diet is what some doctors put you on in an effort to have you to reduce your salt intake to closer to what the AHA guidelines are for your daily intake. So basically, what they're trying to do is reduce your salt down to closer to what the guidelines actually stipulate. And believe it or not, a no added salt diet can, in most of the textbooks that I've read, can go up to about 4,000 milligrams a day. And really, the American Heart Association suggests that you have no more than 2,300 milligrams a day. So basically, they're just trying to get you so that you're close to that. Now, 4,000 is not close to 2,300. So there's more to it than that. But that's what a no added salt diet is. Basically, don't add any salt when it gets to the table. Add less salt when it's a recipe, and avoid things that are high in salt. Now, so then people say, well, then what's the difference of a low salt diet? Well, a low salt diet is typically between 1,500 milligrams and 2,000 milligrams of sodium or salt a day. Sometimes I use sodium and salt interchangeably, but when you're looking at the back of packets, it's going to list it as sodium. It's not going to say 200 or milligrams of salt. It's going to say 200 milligrams of sodium. So that's what you're looking for at the back of packages. So basically, a low salt diet is trying to restrict you down to 1,500 milligrams of salt a day and no more than 2,000 milligrams of salt a day. Now, typically, if you have hypertension or kidney disorders, or perhaps the new American Heart Association guidelines for being over 51, your doctor might have suggested that you do a low salt diet. That's what they're talking about. Now the great thing is when a doctor suggests a no added salt diet and a low salt diet, they will typically give you a handout that tells you what they're talking about. And the also other great thing is that there is a plethora of resources out there that talk about what they are and that give you some guidelines. And so no matter which country you're in, whether it's in America like I'm in or whether it's in Britain, all of the government agencies have some information that you can go to. All you have to do is look it up, low salt diet or no added salt diet, and it will give you information that's pertinent to the country that you're living in. So the second question people ask me, do I need to exercise when I'm losing weight? Now, the simple answer to that is yes, but I'm going to tell you why. Now, when you diet, studies have shown that diet alone can reduce your weight, but does not reduce it as much as diet and exercise, especially, cardio type exercise. Now, the cardio type exercises are the exercises that increase your heart rate for that 30 minutes that you're exercising to about 70 to 80% of what is your normal exercise heart rate. And so what happens is when you combine exercise with the diet, then the both together will reduce your weight faster, plus as well it makes it harder for you to gain weight back if you're doing both at the same time. Now, the other thing is there is different type of exercise. You notice that I specifically mentioned cardio type exercise, which will, increase the amount of weight that you lose while you're on a diet. You can as well do, weight exercises. And in fact, the best thing you can do is alternate between the two. The reason is weight exercises, while they're not as intense on your heart, meaning they don't raise your heart rate up like the cardio exercise, they build up your muscles. And muscles burn fat a lot faster than anything else. Plus as well, the great thing is that muscles, that when you do weight exercise, especially as you get older, if you do even some simple weight exercise, it helps increase your bone density, because as you get older, the bone density starts to decrease, especially amongst the females. Bone density starts to decrease as you get older on all of us, but females suffer worse from that. Now, the two should be and can be combined together. The cardio exercises, the best way to do it is like Monday you would do cardio, Tuesday you do weight, Wednesday you do cardio, Thursday you would do weight, Friday you would do cardio, Saturday you do weight, and Sunday you would take a rest. And always make sure you have one rest day in there, whatever day it is you choose, okay? You don't want to overdo it on any exercises. And for sure, when you're starting out, if you haven't exercised for a while, you want to start low. And, we're not trying to do this a marathon in one day. Now, in regards to the questions on exercise, some people ask me, well, is it a good thing to exercise to videos? And yes, it is. Videos are good motivator. Having other people around you is a better motivator. But every person's different. The truth is that some people are motivated by videos. Some people are motivated by having other people around and exercising with them to have that camaraderie. Matter of fact, the studies show that over videos and exercising at home, that if you have a person that you exercise with, or that you meet up and exercise with, and that you're dieting with, your rate of success is greatly exponential over, the others. You are 6 times more likely, 6 times to 13 times more likely to continue a diet, to continue exercising when you have somebody with you. And, to share this with other people. So these are some of the questions that people have asked me and that I thought I would share with you, and hopefully, this was helpful to you and answered some of your questions in regards to this. Now, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and I will try to get to all of the questions in my other videos. And if you like this video, please like it. And if you're not one of my usual subscribers, please subscribe. And as always, share with your friends and families. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye.